My name is Raeann Leal. I am a third-year doctoral student at Loma Linda University's School of Public Health, and my research is focused on environmental epidemiology and disease prevention and surveillance. And my project will be focusing on a surveillance tool that was created at the start of the global pandemic. And as we know, the public health culture took a drastic change, and in order to meet the needs of the population, Loma Linda's research team developed a initiative to address the rising cases in our local communities and on campus in order to address underserved communities in the future. So, how did Loma Linda develop and validate a wastewater-based epidemiology sampling method to be an effective tool for students and later for the local community here in San Bernardino County? So first off, wastewater-based epidemiology is a rapid and sensitive, cost-effective surveillance tool to detect levels of SARS-CoV-2 in communities, campuses, and buildings. The laboratory refined a qPCR protocol that was able to detect as few as 100 gene copies per 1 liter of wastewater and compare it to a composite-based sample from a wastewater sewage shed in San Bernardino County to validate the trends identified from our sampling methods. So this specific study used a comparison between two types of sampling methods. We used a passive sampling method, compared it to a grab sampling method that is a standard practice used among wastewater-based epidemiology research. So the WBE laboratory process has clear steps. We begin by sampling. We then do a concentration method that is involved with filtration, and then we also do a standard extraction method and qPCR. So the passive sampler used a sterile packaged sanitary cloth placed in a PVC pipe with holes drilled into the side for water passage. These samples were left in the sewage flow for 24 hours at 3 campus locations, and then approximately 50 milliliters of liquid wastewater was eluted from the cloth. For comparison, a grab sample method was also used at a discrete time point when the passive sampler was placed at the campus locations. The weekly samples followed the extraction process as seen on the slide and were evaluated using qPCR. The final RT-qPCR data points were analyzed and visualized using PSS-28 to compare detection sensitivity and quantification cycle values using a t-test for significance. We also had a live dashboard that indicated all of our viral detections that we updated weekly. From the SARS-CoV-2 that was detected using the passive sampling method, they were examined by comparing the quantification cycle values, the number of positive detections above the lowest limit of quantification, and how close they were to the quantification cycle values from the San Bernardino City composite samples that were collected from the treatment plant. These paired comparisons verified that the passive sampling method was reasonably sensitive at detecting SARS-CoV-2. As was seen through the analysis, overall the two sampling methods did not produce a significant difference when using paired comparisons. The research team concluded that Loma Linda effectively developed a passive sampling method and that this protocol for wastewater-based epidemiology should be transferred to assist in San Bernardino County's wastewater-based system. And San Bernardino County has a large underserved population, so this method can be used to target their sub-sewer sheds, and further objectives in this project will be to focus on analysis of lessons learned to aid in future research, development, and implementation of a rapid disaster response protocol for Loma Linda University's campus. At this time, I would like to discuss common questions, concerns, and obstacles that we encountered during our research project. At this time, I would like to invite my principal investigator, Dr. Ryan Sinclair. He is a faculty here at Loma Linda University's Public Health and School of Medicine in Environmental Microbiology, and has been leading out in this project from the very beginning in 2020. Welcome, Dr. Sinclair. So when we are using the wastewater-based EPI tool, so what is the benefit of using this tool and why should we focus on it?
Well, wastewater-based EPI allows you to test a wastewater stream for a single occurrence of a virus. So if one person in a building of 300 has, say, SARS-CoV-2 or COVID-19, then you're going to be able to detect that one person in that building has it. And that's truly the cost-efficient reason why you want to use it. And it's also really great because it's non-intrusive. You're accessing the building's pipe rather than the actual person for a wastewater testing.
That's great. So where is this tool being used the most and where is the most need for it?
So right now it's taken off around a lot of universities in the United States and the world, in Europe. And most large cities in the United States have one or two programs monitoring wastewater in large wastewater treatment plants. In my mind, the need for it is in disadvantaged and underserved communities. So wastewater-based EPI is not being used enough in underserved and disadvantaged communities. And it's a great tool for that because when you're monitoring a pandemic like SARS-CoV-2 or even something like polio overseas in the global situation, you can get these wastewater samples and monitor a pandemic or an outbreak of something without actually getting the actual disease sampling from the people, from the individuals.
Okay. And what is the most need for to activate a wastewater-based EPI team? How do you get it started?
Well, I mean, first, with any public health campaign, the first thing to do is build the team and to try to find the right people to be able to do a wastewater program. And then, of course, after that comes the resources that you have to build up. So you have to somehow get funding to buy the consumables and the equipment that will run it. And then the most important part is to coordinate with partners that can actually use the data. So our team here on Loma Linda campus, we have active partnerships with the San Bernardino County Communicable Disease Department, as well as the Public Health Lab and the San Bernardino City Wastewater Treatment Plant, which is called the San Bernardino Wastewater Reclamation Facility, or Water Reclamation Facility. And all of those players, it's very important to have them all on the same page and working with them continuously. So we have weekly updates with the Department of Public Health to go over our method and go over issues and trying to build this program up. Because at San Bernardino, in the city of San Bernardino, we're actually trying to build it up to monitor several of the disadvantaged communities around the city.
That's great. So what I'm hearing is that this is a collaborative effort and public health has had a great track record with effective collaboration and communication. So forward looking, what is the goal that we are working towards at this moment?
At this moment, it's to continue monitoring this pandemic that's over 2 years old and is continuing and spreading the reach of better surveillance. Right now, there's a lot of home testing for SARS-CoV-2 and a lot of people are using that, so the public health system isn't getting as much reporting through the normal clinic-based qPCR monitoring because people are testing for it at home and maybe not even going into the clinic anymore. So it's really important to be able to get a handle on this signal, and using wastewater-based EPI is great because you just go to the wastewater treatment system or you go to a line somewhere and set up an auto sampler and you're able to get a signal from it.
Okay, that's great. So I see that, from the start to the present, it has been an ongoing learning experience and we've seen effective solutions and we're still facing obstacles but looking forward to the future. Is there any last comments you want to make regarding the project and our collaboration?
Oh, no, just keep testing and stay positive.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Sinclair.